She's a.
No. I mean, first of all, Michael,
She's a.
she's you can't say that, right?
I just did.
Name the episode. Can you call a child a?
I had this video idea a really long time ago where you attach a camera to an animal's head, right? So it's kind of like you are the animal. And then you do like
You can't put it
VR.
in my face, Kevin.
I know, but you have to talk into the mic. Sorry.
So you're kind of like you're kind of
This
like
nigga.
in VR, right?
Yeah.
You're like an
I don't
animal
remember
VR.
who it was that I was talking to, but like a couple years ago, like a long time ago, we were really high, and I was talking with somebody about doing that. Like there should be like a game where there's like you can be different kinds of animals, and it's different. Like you can be like a shark one, you know, through the ocean.
It
And,
was
Wait,
me.
Are you
I
saying?
remember the conversation.
Are you saying a VR of of POVs of different
like
animals?
Real VR. Like yeah, like you're not like
Yeah, like live action. So you know that movie with Jim Carrey where they watch his life?
Bruce Almighty?
What?
No.
No. The one where they watch his life, like he's like, it's all like a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But it's like that, but with an animal. So you're like living the animal's life. So whenever you want to, you tune in to like a polar bear, and he's just out like, I guess it'd get pretty boring in like the
Wait.
summer or winter time or whatever. They hibernate.
Wait,
But
are you talking about the movie with Jim Carrey when his life is a TV show and he doesn't know it?
yeah, I think that's the only movie Jim Carrey's in where his life is a TV show. The one where he doesn't know it's a TV show. I can't imagine he's in a lot of those types of movies.
Wait, redescribe. So you're this animal, and you just watch it like a TV show, or what are we doing again? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I lost track.
It's like the VR thing. You're being the animal. You get to experience.
You're
the
like, it's
life
like you're the
of
animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's nice. It's a good idea, except for like if you were on drugs,
Okay,
like
so
really high on drugs, and
what
you're an
would you
animal,
do?
and then the animal gets like shot or eaten.
So wait a minute. You're on your first one of this game. What the fuck are you? What is your pick of animal?
I would go for a first animal. I would go a dog because it's gonna be the easiest to find a dog and strap a camera to its head. But
Yeah.
we'll just like escalate from there.
No, like
I'd make it a
if
stray
you're,
dog. It would
but
be
if
like
you were
super-
playing, if you were playing the game,
Oh,
I want to
if
be
I
a
was
bear.
playing?
if you were playing the game, and
Shit, man.
I lost the game.
Fuck
If
you.
you are playing the game, and it's your first time playing that game, and every animal is in the game, what animal are you picking to experience first?
I'm choosing a bear.
I think I would pick like something weird, like a wildebeest or like a gazelle, something that travels in like a giant herd in Africa. Just like because I'd want to see what it's like to be in the middle of a giant herd of wildebeest.
Cuttlefish.
I feel like it's a cuttlefish.
There's
Final
no way
answer.
like that.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
What would you be, Michael?
Yeah. What would you be?
I have so many things I could say.
Say it.
But, all right, worst case scenario, you'll cut it out if it's not appropriate.
No racist yet. All
I
right.
would like to pick a monkey because black people are closely related to monkeys. It'd be like the next easiest thing for me to do. It makes perfect sense.
But you
So
can be anything
technically
you want.
I'm kidding. Nobody wants to be
Yeah,
a
I mean, I
fucking
think a
All
monkey would be cool.
Oh,
Yeah, being a
I would
monkey
want to
would be
be a
cool.
cheetah just so I could see how fast I could go.
But you can only run like super fast a little bit, and then have to stop for a few minutes, and only can run a little bit.
It's a lot of it. It's like you can go for like 2 minutes running.
Or you could be a bear.
We literally saw a video of fucking cheetah chasing a gazelle for 2 minutes at full speed.
And then probably he was out for what, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes?
And he was
Probably
like doing
no
sharp
more.
turns and shit, which makes it more tiring.
He must have been tired as hell.
Yeah.
But what about a bear?
A bear would be pretty badass.
Bear's at the top of the food chain. Got to eat all the salmon.
And he gets a really long nap.
Yeah. Halfway through the year.
It's cool, but what happens when he has to hibernate? Then you're just sitting there for like 6 months not doing anything.
You take a long ass nap.
I was gonna say, if you want to see the life of a bear, I can just put a camera on my head and you sit in my den, eat my food.
What's
Yeah.
that old question? If you woke up with bear paws one morning, what would you do? Like you just woke up and your hands were like bear paws.
I'd be
What's
like,
your
I'm a
Only
bear.
my paws.
I don't have to do anything, and then I go back to sleep.
No, but just your hands, not your
Oh.
like full body.
Just
Just
my hands.
I think
AirPods.
going back
Well,
to
I
sleep
can't
would
work
be
if
my
I-
initial
if I
reaction.
don't
I'd
have
just
my
be like,
hands.
nope, you're just not really awake yet. It's like, go back to
That's
bed.
fair.
You'll wake up and your hands will either be normal or the rest of you will be a bear.
I'd go to the government and be like, yo, look at my
Check
hands.
it. That'd be the last thing I'd do. They'd put you in a
Yeah.
goddamn Area 51 facility.
But I get
Never
to see
seen
Area
someone-
51 then.
Jacob would go to sleep and Kevin would turn himself in. What would you do, Michael?
With what?
Bear hands.
If you woke up with just bear paws, what would be like your first reaction?
Man.
I'd cry first, but then go turn myself in.
I don't
First thing
know.
I'd do is I'd probably
know what?
go
I would
find
become a
random
serial
person to
killer.
slap or something like.
Whoa,
"Bear
whoa,
slap."
whoa, 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 whoa.
I would become a
Probably
serial
be
killer.
chased.
He just said he'd become a serial killer.
You know why?
Why?
No
You go
fingerprints.
around killing people with your paws, and you just. They're gonna think it's a bear attack. They're not gonna think it's fucking you. You just have to kill people in the
That's-
woods.
Genius.
Yes,
That's
is it not?
genius.
Is it not, bro?
Oh
That
my
is
God, that's
so
genius.
smart. Give me the drink.
Good on you, Michael.
Thank you,
I
sir.
tell you what I wouldn't do. I don't know what I would do, but what I wouldn't do is touch myself.
Yeah, that's probably why I would become a serial killer. Is because I would realize I can no longer masturbate. I will no longer be able to have sex with a woman because.
You
who
can
the
still have
fuck
sex
is
with a
gonna
woman.
date you? But who would date you
Yeah.
with your bear paws?
You just
Hey,
can't touch
Well,
her.
you're gonna go-
Yeah,
No.
you can't touch her. Like, so, most likely, would become a serial killer.
Sounds like a logical course of action, actually.
And I wouldn't get caught either.
Well, unless someone like caught you doing it. Like,
Yes, unless
Or
somebody
ratted on
saw
you.
me.
not right-handed, it doesn't matter if you're
Right on you.
Mm-hmm. That ever does happen. If I ever wake up with bear paws and you know it, and you just start witnessing or seeing on the news a ton of bear attacks, and
I
you
was about to
snitch on
say,
me,
if Michael
I'm
just
gonna beat
disappeared
your
one day
ass.
without any word.
You'll be on his next. You'll be the next person on his list.
Mm-hmm. If
Um,
I become a bear, what would they call me? I
I
don't
think they
know.
have a name for you, dude. They just think it was some crazy ass bear that decided to murder a bunch of people. They wouldn't know it was a person. They'd be like, "How did he get into the third floor of this apartment building with nobody freaking the fuck out?"
I just walk in there with my hands in my pockets.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah.
I saw this thing on TikTok and I thought it would be a good conversation. If the opportunity arises and you're able to go to an alien planet and never return again, no contact to Earth ever again, you'll be seen as a hero to everyone on Earth. But like I said, you won't come back. You can't
Where are you going?
to an
Yeah,
alien
got you. It's a
planet.
one-way trip.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
another
and you
country.
can't contact Earth back, and you'll
Yeah.
never come back.
Where you
So-
going?
to an alien planet. Aliens come down, they take you, you're the lucky chosen one, and you're going to an alien planet, but everyone on Earth sees you as a hero.
All right, so what are you asking? Are you
Yeah.
asking if we
would you
do
go?
that?
Would you go?
No.
Fuck yeah, I'd go.
No. You know why? Because that's how they lure you into getting you to do shit. Like, shit that you definitely don't want to do. Get probed or do some weird shit, dude. Because, like, check this out. I feel like that's what aliens tell you before they pick you up. Like, and you go willingly. They're like, hey, if you come with us, we're going to go to our planet. And you'll be able to send all that information from there to Earth and tell them what it's like.
No.
And everybody, no, but wait, that's how they get you. That's how they get you, bro. They lie to you.
They got me when they
and make
I
you
have a
believe
question for Jacob.
shit like that.
I have a question.
Okay.
Nope.
I have a question for Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob, if a man rolled up in a white van and said, "Get in, you can never come back. Everyone will view you as a hero," would you get in his van?
Well, maybe depends, but most likely no.
How did you make it? How did you make it through childhood without being abducted?
So you guys wouldn't go?
No, you don't know what they want to do. Maybe they want to harvest your butt. You know?
I don't give two shits what they want to do. Once I'm gone from Earth and I'm at an alien planet, everything is different. Literally everything is different. Everything you can think of that you have now doesn't exist or is different.
You have to learn everything new.
So like, I would just like do my own thing in space. Like I wouldn't.
No, I kind of agree with Jacob. I would go too because it's a new experience. It'd be something cool, and
I wouldn't go.
You get to experience their
think
technology.
that you would actually be getting to go to an alien planet.
Can we just add this to the question? They are not going to like anal probe you and like alien.
They're not going to probe you.
Like, you're good to go, and it's
Well, hold on. That wasn't in the initial thing. You don't know what they're gonna do. It's a mystery.
All that they
said
is that you will be seen by them, by everybody on Earth as a hero, but they don't tell you what you're going over there to do. What am I going to do there?
Yeah.
No, I don't give two shits about the whole hero thing. Like that's the thing. Like I don't even give like what does it even matter if they tell the people you're a hero? You're never going back. It's not like you're gonna get to revel in that or anything. Like fuck it. I'm just gonna go because I want to go. How many people get to leave Earth and go into like explore space? Nobody. Nobody's done it. So yeah, I do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if it sucks?
Okay, I'm making a movie right now.
Foot on their planet without like a respiratory thing and all that shit.
I got this. I'll make you guys a movie. Picture this, okay? Aliens come to Earth. They randomly choose you to be the lucky chosen one, to be the like not test subject for probing, but like to bring a new species to their planet, and not as a zoo animal, like
they're like
to
doing
breed.
a trial run with people.
And so you go on the ship, cryo sleep. You go to their galaxy, and then onto their planet.
Wait, I gotta stop you. They're doing a trial run to bring a species to their planet. So presumably they have a woman going with us. I'm not trying to sound shallow, but
No.
What does she look like?
No, you are the only one. You have the sperm. You're gonna be fucking one of their species.
We're just going. No. We're gonna cross species produce.
Yeah, cross species.
I mean, not that it's possible, but
no, with this species, it is possible.
I'm not trying to sound shallow, but what do they look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, are they like purple tentacle monsters,
question.
or are they just like different looking people? You know, they're just.
I know for sure if it's like giant tentacle aliens, Chase is going.
It's not. I'm gonna be honest. It's not off the table.
I fucking knew it. if that happened, you'd be like, you know what? Fuck it, and it'd go.
Okay, so let's rework that whole question into basically Kevin is saying if aliens came from space and you were given the opportunity to go and fuck aliens on another planet, and everyone on Earth viewed you as a hero, would you do it?
If it looked like that green chick from Guardians of the Galaxy, yes. Yep.
If it looked like that green chick from Guardians of the Galaxy, no. Because I don't like the color green. Call me a greenist, but
She doesn't have to be green.
You're
She can be
colorblind.
any color, but look like a person is my point. I'd be fine with it.
You're colorblind.
Yeah, he is colorblind.
So
He
it doesn't
even know
fucking
green
matter.
color he doesn't like.
she was like vomit green.
Wait, he doesn't. Wait. Oh shit!
Very green.
Somebody got something green. We want to show it to you.
We're not offending anyone by saying that, right? There are no naturally green people.
Fuck you, random
I
green.
mean,
The Incredible
amazing.
Hulk must not be very happy.
Well, those people are all fictional characters. They don't count.
He does count. He's real. Just like
I mean,
Santa
nowadays
Claus.
it does, but it really.
Wait, the Hulk is fictional?
I identify as a Hulk.
I thought that movie was a
No,
documentary.
Marvel was a documentary. Yeah, all of that's a documentary.
Yeah.
It's all
What all happened?
documentaries. It did happen in New York,
It all happened.
and so did
Yeah,
the
you were living
Transformers
there,
in
don't you
Texas.
remember?
God, I'm like so disappointed.
So Marvel, everything Marvel is real. Transformers were real. What else is real?
Well, I guess if Marvel's real, DC's real. So like Batman and Super.
Yeah, it has to be.
So it's all in the same universe.
Well, it's all in our. What are you talking about? It's all real. It happened here, on Earth in our lifetime.
How many times did New York get fucked up?
A lot.
32. 32 times. It was completely obliterated.
You know why it gets built so fast? I wonder who the fuck is building it.
Those are some A1 construction workers. All right, I'll steer it to this. Can vegans eat cum? It's technically an animal byproduct and it's protein.
Depends on if they consider themselves animals or not. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't really like to acknowledge the fact that we are also animals.
Well,
So,
Yeah.
genetically we are.
well, yeah, genetically, every living thing on Earth other than plants is animals. We have plants and then we have animals. But I'm just saying, like, unless the vegans are like, we're people, so it doesn't count. Like, dumb shit like
The
that.
vegans would definitely say some dumb shit like that.
They're dumb people, I'm sorry.
With
But-
fruit superpowers and vegetables.
But technically, vegans don't want to harm anything, right?
Yeah.
So the process of extracting cum normally is pleasurable, right?
Yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
unless you're an alien.
So the animal, so to speak, is not being hurt, right? Therefore,
We
vegans
hope
have no moral. No, right? I hope not. Therefore, vegans have no moral high ground to stand upon, so they can eat cum. That is the logical explanation. The
No,
end.
that's a totally logical explanation. But I would say the same thing. They don't eat honey. What's up with that?
Ooh. Boom.
Oh,
I got you there.
Doesn't harm the animal. It's a natural byproduct.
they don't eat honey, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I don't want to be controversial. Vegans suck.
Vegans
Yeah, they
suck,
do
dude. They
fucking
suck.
Like,
Vegans.
are terrible.
I personally do disagree with the massive like slaughterhouses we have and stuff. But I mean, I'm still gonna eat meat. Like,
Why,
it's
though?
the world we live in, and I want to do it.
What's wrong with slaughterhouses?
Like people, I hate vegans so much, dude.
What's wrong
You
with
can see that
slaughterhouses,
they're not a
Kevin?
racial group yet.
Yeah.
So much. They just
I'm sorry that us as humans have found an easier and faster way to, instead of going out and hunting animals every day,
No,
we've.
no, don't you defend slaughterhouses right now, Kevin. Don't you do that.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have a disagreement. No, dude, they literally
He
like
also has a
fatten up
point.
animals to an
Thank you.
unhealthy level. The animals' lives are miserable just to slaughter
Okay,
them
so
over
actually,
and over.
so I don't think there's anything wrong with fattening the animals up and stuff like that. Uh, that's just kind of smart. But this is what I have an issue with. So like I can't remember the exact like statistics, but basically a cow's lifespan has been extended by about 20 years
Damn.
compared to what it was back in like 1950s, 1940s. Like a cow lives like double its lifespan than it is really supposed to. And
How?
it's what do you mean how? With medicine, same with people. Um, and I think it's really like weird and kind of not right for the animals to be like forced to live not only under those conditions, but like they also just like pump them full of like steroids and medicine and stuff so they don't get sick and they don't die and they don't produce like they just do a
Yeah.
lot of extra stuff to them that I don't support. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything bad about farming animals. I just think
I think there's not
there's
I
a
don't think
point
there's
where you have
anything bad about like
to.
free range farming or farming them the natural way. I don't have any
Yeah, but
problem
I'm
with
talking about
farming
those
it.
like yeah. I'm talking about those places where they just have them in a stall and they're just facing a fucking trough and they're just being fed all day.
I have a problem when you treat an animal like a product and not like a creature.
Sure. I guess I could agree with that, but my stake isn't as intense. Like it's more there's a natural way to do it, just like you're saying, like free range farming, stuff like that. It doesn't produce as much as the massive, you know, farming places. I don't even want to call it farming. It's manufacturing that they have nowadays.
Um.
Nothing we can do about it.
So I guess I'd have to agree with like having a fuck ton of cows or just having a fuck ton of chickens, just like in one small area, and making them as fat as possible with as much drugs as possible. Um. But it's just like, I guess, the easiest and fastest way to make and cheapest way to make the most amount of money, and that's the way
Okay,
America works.
I don't necessarily think it's the cheapest. It may be the fastest. I don't know. But I do think that it has more to do with the people who are making the money than it has to do with the actual effectiveness of the stuff. I just think the people who have the massive farming have been doing it for so long because it's been a multi-generational thing. Like the giant corporations like Oscar Myers and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and they all these those people have been doing it so long that nobody else can challenge them. Like they run the fucking show.
you could say that a lot about a lot of shit, not
Yeah,
even just
yeah,
the
no,
food
you can say
market.
that about almost everything. Apple, Microsoft, uh, you know,
Amazon.
Amazon. Uh, I don't
But
know specific pill companies, but the pharmaceutical companies are pretty dominated. Yeah, I think it has more to do with that than it has to do with like actual, like, uh, oh, this is what's most convenient, so we're doing it.
yeah,
I don't know, man. I think it's fucked up. I think it's all fucked up. Those animals, some of those chickens are born, they can't even stand up. They get them so fat. And then they just pop eggs out of them and they cut their heads off.
and then they live for like an extra minute or
That's
two.
fucked up.
But we also do have to acknowledge that animals don't experience emotions and conscious thought the same way we do.
That too.
So, like, you got to understand, for
Yeah.
an animal, the goal is being as fat as possible and moving as little as possible. That is the goal for an
Uh,
animal. It's wild.
and to reproduce.
And yeah, and to reproduce.
And most
Um,
do.
and all
So you
those
can have
needs
their
are
babies and
met,
kill
but
them
like,
too.
you do gotta remember it's a living thing every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with farming and farming animals. I just think it shouldn't be done on such like a cold-blooded, massive scale. I think nice little farms are nice.
How do you
You know?
expect to feed everybody that wants to eat meat?
Yeah,
Localized
Well,
distribution and
Did you
farming.
hear my answer?
yeah. Well,
Michael.
localized distribution and farming, and you're really only supposed to eat meat twice a week anyway.
Yeah,
Most people
the
eat
amount of
meat
meat a
every
person
Okay,
given is
day.
You
hold
would
on.
not have enough
really
space to
low.
have that many cows and feed the amount of
Michael,
people that we're feeding.
Michael.
No way,
So
bro.
I want to. There actually would be less cattle if you did it that way. There would be less total cattle than if we did it the way we do it now, where these major corporations, who are international, by the way, they're not just producing meat for.
I know, but hitting it, I'm saying the same amount of meat that they're making now, the same amount, but having
be
to do it
less.
free range, no, it would not. Because
Yeah, no,
that means
it
the
would be
animals would
much
have to
more-
have
it would-
more space. They're in more
No,
confined
dude,
space.
it'd be much more ecological and economical to do it small scale.
Explain.
Explain? Okay. So we've driven across most of America. Our group of friends has.
I'm
And
talking
how
about
many-
space. Space is the issue. The amount of people that
No,
we need to
give me
feed.
a second, dude. I only said like half a sentence. All right.
Go ahead, keep going.
And we've seen lots of towns, little towns, full of homeless people, poor people, sketchy people. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we used the Rate Boulevard in Oklahoma. Are you shitting me? That was like 80 miles of highway, probably longer, and like there wasn't a single decent town on the whole stretch of it, you know. And 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 I think if you moved farming into areas like that, it would provide jobs. It would also provide.
What do you do with the big cities?
What do you do with the big cities? Well, there's nothing we can do about them now. They're already there, and I guarantee you that the cities are already too full. But you don't have to bring people from the cities. What I'm saying is the people are already there. There's just no work there, so they just fester and get addicted to drugs and do nothing. Like if you give them purpose, they'll
We're
do
talking.
it. Like,
That's not what I'm
more
talking.
people
We're talking about feeding people with, like, we're gonna use beef as an example. What we do with cows.
Yeah. Sure, let's go for cows.
How are you
cows
gonna
is the
feed
most
the people
difficult one
with
to do.
free range meat if you can't have cows near the city? And
Dude,
to preserve it for as long as we
You
do,
live in
impossible.
Texas, one of the few places I know there are cows in that city.
I'm talking. Did I say big
Single
city?
fucking cow
New
in it,
York
like-
City, Chicago, Dallas,
Dude,
cities,
okay,
like
but
big
you're looking at
cities.
really small cities. They're not farming there anyway.
Contain large population, Jacob. They contain large population. That's the point. There's a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not saying you
confused.
need to get rid of
You see what I'm
big
saying?
like places. I'm just saying you need to try to localize places.
But if you have to
Wait.
make the same,
Hey,
wait.
No, you take you.
No,
hold
no,
on.
I get
We're
what
gonna
you're
step
saying,
back.
Michael.
No,
I get what you're saying, Michael. So I was like,
So you can't
uh.
actually do that because of the amount of people that we have. You have
All right,
to do
well,
that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we're already doing it. So that we can't do it is not true. But what I'm saying is like you don't have to do it for everywhere, but you do need to like break down the order of things, because where we are right now is like one person benefits from all this farming right here money wise, and I don't know, it's I'm trying to find the way to put it, but like obviously for big cities you need big places with big plants and lots of like quick, like pump it out. I get that. As population increases, the amount of food you need increases. But what I'm talking about is like all that stuff, all those places you listed, it's like boom, big cities are all around the rim of America. They're all just speckled around the outside. And there's a few on the inside, but to be honest, we've driven through most of it, and between both the coasts and Texas and Canada is like nothing. It's just little podunk towns all over the place with no infrastructure, and I think we could make better use of those places. That's my point. Is that those places wouldn't have to depend on the big manufacturing plants.
Most of those places
could
already
localize
have cows and shit like
So-
that, and they do that already.
So I want to expand on what Jacob's saying
But
a
not
little
very
bit.
well.
I'm
not
not.
as much as you should.
I think we need to take the large manufacturing plants and disperse them out among the countryside. Is that sort of what you're saying, Jacob?
In a
I'm
way,
not. I don't have an issue with the amount of cows that are being killed. I have an issue with how they are killing them. So
Yeah.
they need to be dispersed out and have better lives. And then, dude, I'm not against the refrigeration or any like the refrigeration. You can freeze beef. You know, like
And
beef
ship
can
it.
go. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take beef from LA to New York and still.
No,
eat
people do it.
Like,
I mean, shit. People send beef from Japan. The Wagyu beef. Everywhere you have Wagyu beef, it came from Japan. So
so there's so much open space out in the country
there
for
is.
cows
There's
to
just
graze and have
ridiculous
like
a lot of space.
good lives where they're not just being slaughtered, and the quality of the meat is better. It's better for you, and the cows have better lives.
Yeah.
And we really shouldn't be eating that.
And another thing, just to like tag on there, is it actually would be a lot better for the environment too, because you wouldn't need. So the way we have it, where everything is centralized through these giant companies, they overproduce in all reality. Like they have so many fucking cattle, and all those cattle shit and eat and stuff like that, and it has a really big ecological, yeah, it has a really big environmental impact, and and you actually don't need as many, like you said, people need to eat less beef anyways, but if you like localize it and stuff, there'd be a lot less cattle total. Like the total number of cattle would drop,
Yeah.
because the big places would have their suppliers, and then the little places would just supply themselves. You know, it's
Well, not so to touch on what you were saying a little bit also is the stuff they feed them makes cows produce more methane. And when, like they fart, it goes up into the climate, like the atmosphere and the ozone, and it's destroying the climate.
Yeah.
So when you're not feeding them that shit, and when they're more dispersed out, and when there's a little bit less of them, then you don't have the rapid climate change we have either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still climate change, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
Are we done with cows?
Yeah.
We can end the cow talk. I've been
Finally.
looking at your face.
Finally. Because I lost you, Jacob, 30 minutes
Topic,
ago.
dude. It's actually a super serious topic.
yeah, that was a solid topic, Kevin.
No, I mean like on like a global scale, like that topic has I spent a bit of time looking into this author, because he was talking about how fucked up our farming industry is, because it's been completely like commercialized, and it's like fucking up the planet like bad.
Honestly, you could say that about a lot of things. The prison system, the government, everything.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
Everything
I
that
think
people
as
do
far as
isn't
like
perfect,
the
that's the
government,
issue.
comparing how hard it would be to fix the government to how hard it could be to fix our farming, like
Equally
two
as
totally
hard.
different
Equally as
challenges.
hard.
Fucked.
Both,
So-
I think both of those are very,
That
very
situation
hard.
is fucked.
It's going to take decades
What,
of
Michael?
changing to really do a difference.
Yeah,
Those would be
that's
two very extremely tough topics to change in life. Like,
Yeah.
very tough. I would say equally as tough.
say equally. I think they're
Equally
only. I
as
think
tough.
the only reason the farming industry would be tough is because there's rich people who run it. That's the only reason it'd be hard. Other than that, all it is farmers doing their job.
What do you think
That's
the
it.
government is?
Well,
What do you think the government is?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think part of the reason it would be so hard to change the government is because there's rich people that run it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They're both. It's
No,
just
no,
rich
no.
people that run it.
I agree with that, but I think farming is still like an easier task.
I
At
think
least a
people
little
who are
bit.
in
By
the food
some
industry are richer
notable
than a lot of
margin.
people who do politics. Or at least from what you can tell on their net worth, based on net worth. But a lot of that money isn't even. They have more money than that.
No, dude, the rich people who run the government aren't actually politicians. The fuck? They're rich. They don't have to work.
Do we want to go back to aliens?
We can. Do you have any new stuff on aliens?
No.
Okay. Then no.
apparently Israel, some country with an I, and Trump has signed a peace treaty with the Galactic Federation.
The Galactic Federation?
Did
Yeah.
they make the Galactic Federation?
No, it's been a thing.
Who made it?
No, I think I do remember hearing something
the aliens.
faintly similar to that, but I
The
don't.
aliens made it.
Wait,
The Galactic
what are you
Federation.
talking
Yeah. Apparently, there's a galactic. Hold on.
You can't just say there's a galactic confederation and not provide new.
I wasn't sure when I heard this thing, but supposedly, like, some Middle Eastern country released their documentation of aliens and stuff like that, and they were like, "There's actually an intergalactic federation that's been pulling the strings behind the scenes and all this stuff." And
What?
yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No, what the fuck? Kevin,
I heard like
that.
Former Israel space. Hold on.
I figured it was like an Onion article or something.
Former Israeli space secretary chief says extraterrestrial exists and Trump knows about it.
English.
I can speak.
What is this website? Is it a credible website?
It's NBC.
NBCnews.com.
What is it?
NBCnews.com.
It's not. I mean, it's not the Onion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
FoxLA.com. Forbes. No, that's not right.
I don't think it changes anything. I think presidents have known aliens existed since fucking like Reagan. So
Ronald Reagan.
that was Nixon impression.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Damn. How dare you try to make fun of Ronald Reagan? He was pretty decent.
Ronald Reagan was a terrible president, dude.
Nah. He had the highest majority vote.
I think he was fine.
Highest majority
with
vote.
that
You can't say that's
generation
wrong.
of people.
He had the
That
most majority
generation of
vote.
people
Whether or not
voted
he was a good
Ronald
president, that is a factual statement.
Hey, bro, that doesn't mean he was a good president. That just means he was really good at not getting caught with all the bad shit he did.
Yeah,
there was so much more bad shit that went on back then, though, because there's just no internet.
Every president has done bad shit.
Social
Nobody can
media.
say
Yeah,
anything.
I'm sure every president before 2002 was just a piece of shit. Or at least, like, was privately a piece of shit.
Yeah, now everybody just knows everything
Yeah.
all the time, which is...
You've got to be a true idiot to, especially in politics, to get caught in a crime back then. Because
Yeah. Well, no, I think journalists were much more like
truthful.
no, not truthful, but just like determined back then. Like if you wanted to find out something, you literally had to like stake the motherfucker out. You know, you had to sit outside his house for 24 hours a day, like with binoculars and a giant lens camera, like actually catching doing some shit. You couldn't just be like, oh my God, someone said on Twitter 3 years ago, blah, blah, blah. Like, you couldn't just, like, pull out from the unlimited archive of the internet anything and spin it into a story. Because they don't even do reporting nowadays. They just hear anything and they're like, well, let's spin it off as this. Everyone did.
Journalists back in the day were definitely more, like, savvy.
Yeah, dude.
They were more
honestly, if I was alive back then, I probably would have been a journalist. That would have been my choice. You travel, you investigate, you fucking... You know, it'd be cool.
I'd be a criminal.
You gotta what?
I'd be a criminal. I'd be a vigilante.
Actually, no. Here's the thing. I agree with Kevin, actually. I'd be one of two things. I either would have been a journalist or I would have been a drug lord. One of the
Ooh.
two. Only two options.
I would have been a hitman for the drug lord.
Okay, so Kevin, I would have been the guy that hired Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kevin
So
would not be
these
good at his
careers
job.
you guys are talking about still exist,
I think
and
Kevin would suck
they
ass at
still
his job.
have
But
one
it's
opportunity.
okay, but it's like hard as fuck to become a drug lord from the bottom now. Like to just like say one day, like, fuck it, I'm gonna like start selling drugs and then build a drug empire. Like, all the
Yeah.
people who did that back in like between 1960 and 1990, I'd
And
say.
cops
All
were
of that
pretty
actually.
corrupt. A lot more corrupt then.
Well, yeah, but I just mean like in that 30-year span, all of the drug empires were like really born and started being like run, I'd say.
So I agree with what you're saying, Jacob, but Kevin, it really depends on what country you're in with the cop thing.
Yeah,
You don't think you could buy off a fucking Mexican cop right now?
Oh
you
yeah,
probably
definitely. But I'm talking about in the
right one.
States.
He's talking about like in general, like
No,
Hey,
across
I
the
don't know if
board.
I would have become a drug
I don't
lord
know.
in
You
the
could say it
United
all
States.
across the board, just because they don't have the technology that they do now to be able to find shit out. So
well, I'm gonna be a hitman in the States. I'm gonna buy myself a nice old hunting rifle, and pop people off from miles away. Not miles.
That's too risky.
You'd say
You never
miles?
do a crime.
maybe like Chris Kyle shot a dude from how far away?
It was like almost or just over a mile. And actually, I was watching
Insane.
I was watching a video,
Dude,
and
Chris Kyle.
the with the distance of anything over a mile, you've also, when shooting a gun, you also got to put into mind the curvature of the earth slightly and the way it moves, because of how long it actually takes for that bullet to go from how long it takes from bullet to go a mile. The earth will change even just the slightest bit. Your target is also off just the slightest bit.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I
And-
couldn't like.
Oh my god, it's bonkers.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I don't know, I mean,
what's the longest sniper shot? Wait, before you look it up, do we want to
okay,
take
sniper shot.
Longest
I
confirmed
think
kill.
I think I remember hearing about it. The like just under a mile or just over
Chris,
a mile one, but
Chris something.
Chris Kyle.
They made a movie out of it.
Yeah,
not
but,
not the longest.
A ham.
What is the longest confirmed sniper kill? Just search it.
Do we want to guess?
I'm guessing.
Hold
Chris
on.
Kyle.
No,
Hold
of
on.
course. But
When,
Oh, it's like a mile and a quarter.
let Jacob guess.
no,
take
I'm
a
not
guess.
trying to guess. Are we have to decide longest sniper shot against like a target or like an actual
Kill.
No,
person?
confirmed kill.
Confirmed kill. Okay.
Okay.
Mine's.
Because I don't. Is the American sniper guy? Is he the longest
I think so.
confirmed kill?
I think so.
I think
You
it's like
think
a mile. It's like right over a mile and a quarter.
I'm like 99%
It's
sure.
like 1 point.
Well, just Google it. You're already on the goddamn
something.
computer.
I'm waiting for all of our answers. My guess is 1.03 miles.
That's very specific. Mine was also said slightly over a mile.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna say 1.2
1.09
miles.
Oh, it gives it in fucking yards or meters.
meters into miles.
Gives it in meters.
Holy
2.1?
shit! 2.1. Oh my
2.1
God.
miles? Holy fuck.
So okay,
Who did
actually,
that?
so listen. So Craig Harrison, I think that's the guy. Craig Harrison, that's the guy who with the movie
No,
after
it's
him.
not. Chris Kyle is the guy.
Chris Kyle.
I promise you that's the movie. But he may not have it, but he did do that.
Movie, but that's not. He wasn't on that because he had the longest confirmed kill. He was
Well,
on that for other reasons.
The top two.
Yeah, no, he was definitely on that for other reasons.
The top two are their names are withheld, I guess, for security reasons. But
Damn.
Dios
The
mío.
baddest niggas we don't even know.
so the longest shot is 3,540. The longest shot is 3,540 meters, and then the next one is 2,815 meters, and then 2,475, then 2,430. So that guy, the number one, he's got it for like at almost 1,000 meters.
So he just got.
Yeah.
He's like way ahead.
Yeah.
That is insane.
No, that dude. Can you imagine that somewhere out there there's a
much
guy
was
who
Chris
could
Cox?
kill you from 2 miles away?
Damn, you can't even see this guy. He just kills you. Dead.
Fuck.
That is not the guy to piss off.
2,100 yards.
He's the wrong one under every circumstance.
Yeah.
He's the wrong one.
Yeah. You'd never be able to walk in a field again or like down a street.
Yeah. Dude, I'm sitting right. My room has windows on both sides. I'm not even safe in my fucking room.
Ah.
1.19.
That I
0.19.
have anything to be targeted for.
Damn, that's insane. 2 miles?
Yeah, that is insane. I wonder if they made it up.
No, because
Well,
that.
what? They don't give us a name or like a picture, a location. Who's the guy who died?
Well, all it says is
All it says is he shot
JTF-2
someone from 2
sniper.
miles away.
The JTF-2 sniper was the number one, and the number two is Special Forces sniper.
What is JTF2?
JD or JT?
T. Like Tom.
T?
Tom. Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait. Are both of these kills made by Americans?
Who knows?
I don't think the JTF is American.
JTF is Joint Task Force.
Oh, maybe it is American.
And then I guess it's just the second.
It sounds like some propaganda bullshit.
It
if you
does
ask
sound like
me.
the propaganda bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
We Americans can
kill from 2 miles away.
Yeah. The Americans can kill people from 2 miles away. The Soviets can only hit at 500 yards. Dude, if you think about it, okay, I'm not supporting the Soviet Union whatsoever, okay? But if you think about it, that was our like greatest enemy of all time. Like that was like the yin to our yang. Like those were the perfect foe for us. That was like Batman and Joker level rivalry.
Now China is our true rivalry right now, I feel like.
Well, I guess so, yeah, but I think us and the Soviet Union were more perfect rivals.
No, I agree with
You know?
I think he's right about that.
What?
I said I think you're right about that.
Those were like, it was like Red America over there, you know?
What?
It was like,
That, but
Red
well, it was like, you
America?
know, like, it was like our doppelganger on the other side of the world.
no, I don't think it was. I don't think it was very comparable to the U.S. on like a social level. Very much like obviously there are always social similarities, but I mean like, come on, dude, like there was some real shit that went down in Soviet Russia.
What I mean is they were
In
like
Soviet Russia.
negative us.
Got you. They're neg America.
They're neg America. Yeah. They're like, you know, where we have food in the stores, they don't have the food. When they're launching a rocket to space, we're not doing the
We
rocket.
have a fat people
have
like
to-
an epidemic, and they were having a famine. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like everything that we have, they don't, and everything they have, we don't. They're like the perfect, like, it's like literally the yin and the yang. They've got the little white spot, and we've got the little black spot, and we're twirling around each other.
I got you. Yeah, I
Those
agree.
were our perfect foe. And now they're gone. So now America is a little less complete.
I don't know. I think China's done a good job taking their place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to look. I love America as much as the next guy, but come on. We owe them like so much goddamn money. How much did we owe the Soviet Union? Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah. So
He's not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
So
look, Michael fucking loves America. Michael bleeds America. And when I said China was winning, even Michael laughed a little bit.
Yeah.
Bitch, you spelled my name wrong on the thing. It's AEL.
AEL.
Yep.
Oh.
I can see Khaleesi moving behind Kevin's head. And it was kind of weird. Because her tail was like behind his head. Like he had like a...
I wonder how that's gonna look. And
What if it just looks like it just changes?
that'd be cool. Where is she? Oh. There she
So
is.
how was everybody's day? Like today? How was your day today?
I'll start because mine was really short. I woke up at 6 a.m. I was at the office by 7, and I was home by 12.
Nice, nice. Michael?
It was long. Really busy.
Chase, how was your day?
God, wait, before I tell my day, I just want to say how deeply insightful Michael's day was. I really feel like I learned a lot. Like he
Yeah.
gave so much. And I really had like an insight into his day. Thank you for sharing, Michael.
See,
My day, I had beef stroganoff today. It was very good.
tone is
watched
more important than
MasterChef
context.
What?
I said tone is more important than context.
Yes. Okay. He's just making
Okay.
it.
Beef stroganoff. I watched some MasterChef. It was lovely. I took a shower. I went to the grocery store. I picked up a baby, and that was it.
Nice, nice.
I picked up a baby.
We
Was
had
it
to get
Cherish?
Cherish from daycare. Lily doesn't like it when I play loud music when we're going to pick up Cherish.
Going to pick her up?
What?
Going to
Going
pick
to
her
pick
up,
her
or
up, or
when
when
she's
you
in the
do
car?
pick her up, like when you're taking her
When we're
home.
when we're at the daycare. First of all, I feel like it's very important to clarify that Cherish is
Yeah.
not my child.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
sounds worse then.
Well,
Yeah,
oh,
and
no,
neither of
it's
you are
totally
black,
like
and that
above
child is
board
definitely.
picking her up.
Yeah,
There's
that
all-
child is definitely black, and y'all are definitely white.
Yeah. Well, first of all, her legal guardian knows we were picking her up. We were doing a favor. It's all above board. I'm just not supposed to listen to music loud in the daycare parking lot, which I enjoy
Well, it's
doing.
probably because we listen to like Biggie and fucking
Is there a lot of cussing in it?
Wu-Tang Clan.
I was listening to rock music.
Okay.
What, the kids don't want to hear Led Zeppelin?
Some don't.
Some do.
Well,
I was fine with it.
Some will in the future.
I like Led Zeppelin. There's always some fucking.
I like Led
douche
Zeppelin too,
out
and
there.
I honestly, I don't think you guys should let Cherish discover any music other than classical music. Because if you show that child rock and roll right now, oh dude, it would be a mistake. That child's already like a fucking
She's
got like
insane,
the punk
bro.
rock star attitude.
Dude, that child is like,
Something else.
Super. Is the word sassy? I think sassy is the word. That
Scary is
child
the
is
word.
very
The child
sassy.
is scary.
Yeah.
And with
She's a cunt.
no. I mean,
That
First
child
of all, Michael,
she's a cunt.
she's you can't say that, right?
I just did.
name the episode. Can you call a child a cunt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Name the episode. Boom. I got it.
Boom.
Okay.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I've never seen somebody call a baby a cunt.
50. You gotta wait 55 minutes in to figure out why.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my
good
god.
shit.
But can you call a baby a cunt or a child a cunt?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, you can call, okay, a child and a baby are two different things. Cherish is like 2, right?
That she's considered a child.
Yeah,
She's not a baby.
she's a toddler.
She's a
A
toddler.
toddler.
A child is like 5.
I think yes,
Yeah.
because
4 or 5.
everybody knows that all toddlers are cunts.
Toddlers are all cunts. You're right. But we can't call them that. We just
To their
toddler
face.
is our word for being a little cunt.
To their face,
like,
though.
right?
We can't call them a cunt to their face because they'll repeat the word.
I feel maybe.
So in this
I've
situation,
never heard somebody call a child a cunt. Like there's been lots of children in history.
Dude, what kind of parent are you where your child's first word is cunt? What does that say about your parenting?
You are a great parent.
amazing. A1. Fucking
Bring him in
mint.
knowing how hard the world really is.
Probably well
It's
educated.
so tough.
Yeah. Great. Great.
So we decided that it is okay to call a toddler a cunt behind their back.
I guess it's fun. I've never seen it.
Well, are they being a cunt?
I don't know.
Yes.
We don't hang out with Cherish. You tell us.
Yeah, you tell us.
No. But I mean, the child in question. I don't think Cherish is being a cunt. I think she's sassy, and she shuts you down. And I have respect for Cherish. We watched Sophia the First together, so you guys can go
Chase
fuck
is only
yourself.
saying
That's
this
my
because he's
opinion on
afraid
that.
of the child.
But I'm talking about another child. Is that other child being a cunt? The average child. If the child's being a cunt, then you can call it a cunt. But if it's not being a cunt, then you unwarrantedly call something a cunt.
The thing
and then
is, so here's the thing: is cunt is a powerful word for me. I don't use it unless like it's an extreme situation. Like that's my word. That like when I'm insulting you, if I like call you a cunt, it means like I'm actually like insulting you because like I think you're a piece of shit. So I don't know if I'd ever call that. That's for me
How many
personally,
times he's
though.
called me that?
Not everybody has the same like.
Michael and I look over at each other. He locks eyes with me. He goes, "Do you know how many times he's called me that?"
I was
Just us
thinking
locking eyes.
No, not very often. Probably like 3 times at the most.
Oh, I remember him.
But
I mean, sometimes I'll say it jokingly, but for the most part, I try not to use it that often. So when I say it, that it has impact. He remembers all the times I've called him a cunt. See, it's because they had impact.
But Michael, you're the one who originally called her a cunt. So would you identify Cherish as a cunt?
Yes.
No, I don't personally.
Again, she's 2.
She is.
I don't give a fuck how old she is. She's a cunt. She's a bitch. She's a cunt. She's annoying.
And
Cherish.
He's
Awesome.
gonna be such a great dad, dude. Kid's gonna be like, Dad, look, I drew this in school today. And he's gonna be like, you're a cunt, you're a bitch, and you're annoying.
How did you know exactly how I'm gonna be? That is exactly what I plan on saying to my children. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
See,
You're a cunt, you're a bitch, and you're annoying, and leave me alone. Dude, if I walked in and my father said that to me, I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like, whoa.
Especially if you were like 2.
Yeah, you'd be like, well, those are not nice words. I mean, why are you calling me those things?
I don't even know if they'd get it. Like, they'd just be like, okay.
well, if you sat the kid down and told him those words were bad, they would know. Oh, Michael, Chase, you're muted.
Man. Oh.
Yeah, no. People were talking in the background. I didn't want it to cut into the audio, but you had to bring it up. So now I have to explain it to you.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, well, now you have to edit this out. So
No,
you
it's
just made
staying
work for
in.
yourself. Again, you can't blame me.
No, it's staying in.
The kid is fucking hilarious, okay? I don't know how much time you spend around babies, but they don't give a single solitary fuck about anything.
They don't know that, like, how to. They just, like, it's not that they don't. They just, like, don't even have the concept of giving a fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't like the baby is fucking it. If it doesn't like something, Mirabelle will walk up to the baby, and the baby doesn't like it when Mirabelle does that. So she'll smack Mirabelle. Like she'll start swinging until Mirabelle leaves. I know for a fact Kevin doesn't like Mirabelle. right? He doesn't start smacking her until she leaves. He just sits there and deals with it. That baby is tougher than Kevin. Sorry, Kevin, not trying to throw you under the bus here, but
Yeah.
All right, next time I see Mirabelle, I'm gonna slap that dog in the face.
if you do that, we're gonna have an issue. I can't hit the baby either because it's a baby, but we'll have to throw down. See,
All right,
the
let's throw
baby
it down.
has a level of immunity you don't have.
The baby has baby immunity. Yeah, it's a like when you're a child and you're like and you say fuck for the first time and everyone's like, oh, cute because he's a baby. But when you're like our age and you're like fuck, nobody's like, oh, that's cute. They have baby immunity.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a grown man. I can't hit a baby. I'm a grown man and you're a grown man. All bets are off.
Technically, you can hit a baby. It's just morally wrong.
You shouldn't hit a
Ethically
baby.
wrong.
I'm
The
shutting that down.
backlash will be worse than whatever made you want to hit the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you want
People
to
are
hit this
normally
baby?
pretty upset when you hit a baby.
Why do you want to hit the baby? Like, what is your reason behind hitting the? What would make you?
Did
hit
the
a
baby stab you intentionally? Because then maybe you could like get
Okay.
away with a little hit.
Wait,
So if we need background behind whose baby this is and how much we're hitting this baby for.
wait. Or, all right, we're gonna end it right there.
Especially black babies.